Hey LinkedIn, I was thinking about this lately because we were talking a lot about B2B sales and just live and breathe it so much and dealing with it with a lot of companies. We'll talk to very large companies, very large, uh, $1 billion plus B2B companies, and it's amazing. I've had thousands of conversations and the same things come up over and over again. It doesn't matter the company we're dealing with. And what happens with very large companies is that there's essentially factions within the different companies, and there's different groups that are working on the same things, and it's the same problems that come up over and over again. It's the problems in pre-sales, like how to get the attention of the audience and drive it in, and then in B2B sales, how to improve the opportunities that you're getting and closing, and following up to follow through and close those opportunities, and how to train the team to do it exactly the same way and make sure that they have a repeatable model and things like that. And when I really look at it, one thing I think a lot of B2B, anybody who's in B2B sales, I think that, especially in 2023, nowadays you should be really thinking about how can you build one cohesive journey all the way through from identifying the customer in the first place, understanding who that customer is, what problems and pain points that they're dealing with, and where are they online, how do you get to them, and then what are the assets, what are the breadcrumb assets one step after the next, what's that flow that you want them to follow, that they are going to follow, that's going to route them from not known to now it's a known thing, now they're routing into sales, and now when they hit sales, how do you seamlessly route them through sales, all the way right up to essentially right before buying, where only at that point do they interact with the salesperson. You can do a discovery call and you can wrap it up and finalize things. But the ideal scene right now in 2023 is basically to build everything to make it as intuitive and simple and well designed as possible, so the customer can get all of the information and everything that they need, even if it is a B2B complex sale, and make it seamless, so essentially you can take it right to this sort of the sales door, if you will, and take it right up to that point. And anything that's not aligned, or anything that's kind of fragmented, handle or get rid of. But it should be looked at as one continuous flow, and aligned one continuous flow. It's not an asset. It's not a product video. It's not a site. It's all of those things. And really, there's a mission or an approach, and you want to look at the objective. The end objective is a closed sale and a happy customer that's been onboarded and it is going, and then you would want to look at the overall mission and approach associated, and then all the tactics and everything in between. And I think that most companies could benefit from making that more intuitive and making that a seamless flow. It's going to make sales life easier. It's going to make marketing life easier. It's going to, everybody kind of gets their way. But I think it requires doing a lot more content and assets and thinking and strategy than often happens, probably. But it's probably significantly more items and assets and things are required. But the outcome will be a lot better. And I think a lot of companies can benefit from that. I actually just did a podcast today, and he shared a site on that podcast, and I went to the site, and right away it was like I could tell that it's going to require digging to even understand who they are and what they do, and it didn't have a video, it didn't have a clear, crisp video on the front, and so it's just interesting, like just that alone creates a snag, and so you got to handle those things and fix them, and sort of dummy run it, like go through it a bunch of times to see how fluid is this, how seamless is it. Looks like the battery on the camera is like about to pass out, so I think I'll end off here, but something to think about.